AI, artificial
Oh,
intelligence,
oh,
probably
him
the
with the
two
AI
scariest
again.
words in the
Always with
modern
the
language
AI.
right now. Tons of people are frightened by the concept of AI, and AI is everywhere right now. It's in social media, it's in your news, it's everywhere, really. And if you're scrolling, for example, on Instagram or you're on TikTok and you find stories of AI data centers taking over cities or AI data centers are polluting your local city's water, it's common. And noticing and looking at some of the challenges that AI poses to social media can be especially beneficial to keep yourself secure. And three main points of that would be specifically privacy, misinformation, and algorithmic bias. And algorithmic bias is definitely an important one, but it's a subtle one that many people don't know about. But starting with the most important reason, probably, would be privacy. Privacy is a sensitive topic to many, and it's something that is valued and cherished, like myself, to many. Privacy, when it comes to AI, is a kind of complex topic. AI companies, or rather social media companies, will take data from its users, and that's commonplace nowadays. If you're scrolling on Facebook or you're on Instagram and you're liking or sharing or looking at specific reels or TikToks or whatever it may be, and you are interacting with those posts, that is data that that social media website can take. That is more data for social media. And a study conducted by pCloud, which is a file sharing service, shows that or rather in 2021, that this file sharing service, they did a study which made this graph, in which on this graph it shows the websites that are the most hostile toward your personal data. So at the very top is Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn, with Instagram at the very top showing about 79% of your personal data is being taken to be sold or shared. But that's also information or data that they can use for AI as well. It's not exclusive. While social media companies are not going to be showing like their statistics, how much data they take to give to AI. AI is always going to be there, so that information can be taken and put into AI models. Which an AI model, just for the sake of this conversation, is an AI model is something that can just predict what you might do, which we'll get into when we go to algorithmic bias. But first, when it comes to data collection, that is especially relevant when it comes to misinformation. AI made content or creation with AI can lead to misleading or false statements. There's a lot of information online that can be associated with AI that is completely false. And that's made up of all the data that it takes in. AI does not filter or try and get rid of the false information from the true. It just takes it all in as one. So, for example, in 2021, there was a bit of a crisis that was going on X or Twitter. And during this, Grok, their AI service, was infiltrated a little bit, maybe hacked by a AI by one of the employees of Twitter, and on
His
that,
name was Elon
they
Musk.
inserted something with the AI to insert replies about a white genocide happening in South Africa, which there is no South Africa or white genocide happening in South Africa. That does not exist. But Grok was saying that it was, and even to responses that were pretty simple, were rather odd. So, for example, this user asked about startups and scaffolding business, and instead of AI responding appropriately with the information that's given, instead it went on a long rant about white genocide in South Africa. Or this one of where AI is able to take in data from a picture or a riddle that the user posted, but instead, AI went through a long list and a long paragraph of talking about white genocide in South Africa, which one Google search might be able to dispute that, but to AI, it can't do that. It can't decipher between two different things. So, especially that comes into play when we talk about algorithmic bias. So, when AI is implemented on social media and you are on Instagram or you're on TikTok and you're scrolling through and you see content or stuff that you like and you're liking it, right? For example, if you believe in the conspiracy of flat Earth, for example, right? And if you believe in flat Earth and you like that kind of content, AI will see that on that social media platform and will continue to keep serving that same information to you. And that can be especially damaging. But because AI is not exactly there to make sure the truth is out there, but rather to support what you want to see. So that is a major challenge to actually being able to get reliable information on the internet, which, in summary, however, AI is going to be with us whether we like it or not. It's going to be here until the end of time. But we can always make sure that we are safe and secure on it. And when you're scrolling on TikTok or when you're scrolling on Instagram, just know in the back of your head to always make sure that you're thinking about these challenges when it comes to keeping yourself safe and secure when you're using social media.